Hello, and welcome back to the show! Before we get started, make sure you like, share, and leave a comment at the end of the video. And if you like the show and want more, make sure you check out our Patreon, where you can access content like behind-the-scenes vlogs, previews for up-and-coming projects, gaming sessions, and exclusive bonus episodes. Also, make sure you check out our Etsy shop for merch. We have plenty of shirts, mugs, and even stickers. And lastly, if you want to follow us elsewhere, look for @RyanPodsFunny on all other platforms. Now on with the show. Speaking of Easter, it's 420. Welcome to the 420 Reydar special. Also, I got this little thing. Zoom in on it.
It's white, and so is the background.
Vanishes. It's like when you wear a green shirt and you're a weather lady.
Oh, I'll take. Thank you.
I just wanted to keep this.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
No, that's good.
How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's 420, and we just smoked marijuana in the parking lot. It was very good, nice.
We'll have to censor that.
Oh man.
For the first,
for the
can't mention any paraphernalia or cussing words in the first 15 seconds of the video.
Well, we're past 15 seconds, bud.
Then up a storm. We got so high.
I mean, it is the 420 episode.
yeah.
Right?
It's the 420 special.
It's the 420
we just smoked weed.
We can't talk about that. That's not why it's a holiday.
What kind of fucking world are we living in right now?
You know, I have you here because it's Hitler's birthday. You know, I invited you for one single fucking reason, because it's Hitler's birthday.
No, it's because it's Easter.
And it's Easter, and I did go to church. I went to church with my mother.
Nice.
It was nice.
You Catholic?
I am Catholic. Well, I mean, my mom, I was raised Catholic. Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. I'm culturally Catholic. You know, religiously, I don't know what that, obviously. But my mom would hate to hear that. But yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
My family's, I don't know if you'd call it Protestant, but Christian. My dad, I believe, is born again. But we had one of those LA churches. I've said this before. Where it was they didn't have their own building. They rented out wherever once a month.
Like an open mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be like, okay, who sign up here? You can talk about your relationship with God.
Dude, to be honest, the intros are similar. They're any new faces out there? Raise your hand.
Yeah. John, you have 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Go.
Wafers, am I right? Wait, no, that's Catholicism.
I did have a little wafer cracker. I had the little body of Christ, which they say not to do because I haven't went to confession or whatever. But I don't give a fuck. I want God in me. I want Him in me. I'm gonna come to God's house and not fucking, have a little. That's rude. That's rude.
Yeah, I never understood.
I'm gonna go over to the homie's house and not have him in me. That's just
exactly, dude. Every house I go to, I need a little piece of you in me.
Whose house is this?
Whose house is that?
You walk into a party like a kickback, and you're like, first, before we do anything, who's the homeowner?
Who's the homeowner?
No homeowner.
No homeowner. This is how I show respect. This is how no homeowner. Yeah. So, Josh, you have a good time coming after this episode. Suck him off.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what? I completely forgot about what we were just saying.
But I ate the little cracker. Yeah,
Nice.
it was cool.
Have you seen they make to go when Lunchables or whatever company made those the cheese and then the there's a tub of crackers and then a little cheese sauce at the end and you scoop it with a stick?
Yes.
They got rid of the stick. Which I thought was dumb. Wait, but that's not. They make something like that for communion.
It was killing geckos. Geckos are eating the sticks.
Yeah. They were being crucified on their little backs.
They thought it was gum.
They got rid of the fucking
That sounded like a Norm Macdonald joke. They got rid of the stick.
I got rid of them because the lizards.
What was the stick for? The stick was to spread the cheese on the cracker.
Yeah, but they figured out the kids just would dip the cheese and
Oh, as like a spoon.
like you could just dip the cracker in the tub.
So they just made it like the stick one where there's
But-
no sticks. It's like
It's
those
just
little
the cracker is a stick.
yeah.
But the thing is like, how do you scoop those last bits out? Because you run out of crackers and then you
You
just
do
got a
run
tub
out
of
of
cheese.
With your tongue.
Use your tongue, dude.
Yeah.
It teaches you a valuable lesson. It teaches you a lifelong lesson of if you want it, go
Ladies.
get it.
yeah.
Nah, ladies, if your guy's learning from fucking cheese crackers,
You know, similar taste.
well,
Similar. Yeah, I love
snack that smiles. Wait, that's goldfish.
Yeah.
You do spread them both.
Yeah,
Huh? But they got rid of the stick. That's the problem.
That's the problem with today's society.
Getting rid of the stick.
Ain't no more stick in this society. Trying to get rid of the stick.
Oh, but the reason I
They're
brought it
taking little
up,
kid sticks out here.
I think this is invented because of because of COVID, but they make like portable, like to go communions for like outside church. I don't remember what the reason.
That's funny.
But it's like it's a little like sealed cup of wine, and then on top of it is a plastic wrapped wafer, and then it's all wrapped into a little package.
Communion.
Dang.
just for you.
I come you.
What would be the like snack pack name for communion?
It's like Christ to go, and the T is their little crucifix.
Christ
To go,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like it.
Get your crucifix.
Crucifix.
Damn, that's sick. Get your crucifix. Oh shit.
There's somebody. Who is his name? He did this bit about he's Jewish, and he was comparing. He's like, "You guys don't eat pork? That's weird. We drink the blood of our Savior." But he called it Jesusy juice, and I thought that was funny. That'd be a good.
That's funny.
So I wanted to make sure that people didn't think I was stealing from him, but that would be a good name for a portable communion. It's Jesusy juice
Juicy juice, yeah.
with the snack wafer.
Like a little buzz ball of wine, you know?
You got the wafer. Mine came with pretzels.
Yeah.
You ever get like the bad Lunchable? Like the dessert was not a dessert or something? Like it got a granola bar?
I haven't had a lunch. No. I was never a big fan of Lunchables. I don't want to be that guy.
I liked them. I hated that they didn't let you take it to school. My mom bought a bunch like the year before they got rid of the soda and switched to Capri Suns and waters.
Yeah.
And every time I took it to class, they took it away from me. They're like, no. And then I caught the secretary eating it. She just wanted the soda.
I remember the soda era. That was a good Lunchable era.
I didn't even know they came with drinks.
Yeah, they come with like a Capri Sun or something.
Yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
have to get the right one because like the nachos don't come with anything.
Right.
Except like a box of nerds.
Yeah.
Like there's Lunchable snacks and then there's Lunchables, which is like a full mini meal.
Uh-huh.
And then they have Lunchables protein to go, which is like it's a Lunchable, but instead of some shit you put in the microwave, it's like a whole ham sandwich
Okay.
for the kid.
Damn.
And then a Capri Sun and a box of nerds.
Yeah.
Damn. It's like 4% food, all plastic.
Yeah. I used to destroy them though. I would eat like fucking three. I would
Three
eat, like,
Lunchables?
Yeah. I would mash on those.
Hell yeah.
For Lunchables, and supper.
Do they have breakfast?
They do make breakfast
think
ones
they do
now.
now.
Damn. That's
They got
cool.
a whole thing.
I'd fuck
new
with the
stuff.
breakfast one. I like breakfast stuff.
I like the dessert. They had the dessert ones that were like we mentioned the cheese and crackers. They had one that was Oreo crackers with frosting. They have stuff like that.
Yeah. You know what Oreo thing I did like? You guys ever have the Jack in the Box Oreo shake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was
Yeah, it's
fire.
good.
My
Still
favorite.
exists.
I know, but I can't do that no more. But there's an era I love that son of a bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite Oreo shake to this day, I don't know why this is my favorite one, but for some reason it's the best one I've ever had, is the Denny's one, but specifically when it was called the Hobbit shake or the Shire Shake.
The Shire Shake.
Because it was during the promotion for The Hobbit.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
I don't know what
horny.
it is. They put like extra buttercream in it or something, but it was really good.
Damn. That's pretty sick. Yeah, Sylvia always gets the shout out Sylvia. And she gets it in like the tin. So it's colder.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
I remember last time. Yeah, I think I've only gotten Denny's with her once with the group.
Yeah.
She got so upset that they didn't bring the cup.
Yeah.
You have to bring the cup.
She's like, you're supposed to bring that extra.
Yeah, dude. That
was my impression. I hope you enjoy it.
Do you remember when Denny's had the bacon shakes?
Yeah,
bacon
I
in
never
their
tried one because I thought I'd die.
It was the bacon era where everyone loved bacon and
everyone
shit.
loved bacon.
One time I ate a whole bunch of bacon and I got the bacon shakes.
Damn. Yeah, the Vegas shakes. That's like a dance move in Georgia. Yeah, I would love to go to eat like real pork somewhere in the South. You know what I mean? Like Southern food.
There was this place. There's rural areas in California that make like, not Southern, but like very rustic food. Like grits and biscuits or whatever.
Nice.
I feel like Latinos do pork.
When you go,
for real. Like Mexican food pork is fire.
Well, like El Pastor is fire.
Yeah, like carnitas
that's like the
is
best.
crack.
Yeah, carnitas. Yeah,
but
I don't really like.
I don't know if they're still. I think they officially closed down recently. But there was this place called Charlie Brown's. It was a playground and a barbecue restaurant and an ice cream parlor
Sheesh.
and a candy parlor.
Damn, that place was peanuts.
But you could buy. Dude, you could buy like baby back ribs, rabbit meat to cook at home, pork
meat to cook at home,
bacon flavored toothpaste.
Rabbit meat. It's foaming.
Bacon flavored toothpaste and a box of donuts all in one place. And they also had like every novelty soda. They had ranch soda. Gross.
Bacon flavored toothpaste sounds like the most diabolical thing I've ever
There was
heard.
a whole section of this place that was just bacon flavored items.
That's crazy.
Bacon scented toilet paper.
Nah, bruh.
Bacon mints. Turned your teeth pink.
See, that's not what Easter's all about.
That
ain't God shit, bro. That is like a man-made abomination.
I had a funny
Man-made horrors.
Yeah, Jesus could have never imagined bacon flavored toothpaste. He probably wouldn't even know what toothpaste was, honestly.
This isn't what God meant when he gave you free will.
Yeah. I want fucking ribeye Bengay.
You ever think about like I'm seeing a therapist.
Hell yeah.
And the other day she was like, do you have any plans for the weekend? And I was like, I think my family's coming out for Easter. And she's like, she's from India. So she doesn't practice Easter. Or
Yeah.
so she I don't know why this question stumped me before, because this was like when we're getting ready to hang up the call, like our session's almost over, and like 5 seconds before we're supposed to hang up, she's like, why do you color the eggs? What's the significance of the eggs? And then I had to like think back to the history of Easter and eggs and whatnot, and I was like trying to explain. I was like, okay, I just thought it was like some demon shit. I was like, the fuck? And then hung up, and then that was it.
Oh yeah. So what's the deal with the eggs?
I don't know.
Pagan ritual?
It's a pagan ritual?
Thing.
Everything's a
the
pagan
bunny.
ritual.
Yeah.
Where's my phone?
Well, the bunny, that,
Well, so that's a funny misconception about the transition between pagan and Christian holidays. A lot of people who just know that they used to be pagan and only know that will just say that they stole pagan, but that's not what happened. What happened was there were, Vikings and people that also came to the Americas, and there were people that practiced pagan habits. And Christians wanted them to acclimate because they wanted Christianity to be the dominant religion of the society that was developing. So essentially, they were like, can you just say that you're one of us? Just say it, and then we'll be cool. And they're like, okay, can I still keep the bunnies and alcohol? And they're like, hell yeah, dude. And so then Christians, it wasn't Christians adopting pagans. It was pagans calling themselves Christians, but still doing pagan shit.
Yeah.
Like bringing a tree in winter.
Yeah, no, it's for sure pagan stuff.
And eggs.
The egg is a symbol of fertility.
horny.
And so it's a spring holiday.
So what is a rabbit?
Renewal, new life. Yeah. Rabbits also.
Because they'd be fucking a lot.
They reproduce.
That's why you would have thought that eggs
end
would
of
be
winter.
new life and rabbits would be fertility, but it's backwards because rabbits.
I think they're
fucking
both
eggs are-
symbols of the same like
Of
thing.
fertility. Damn, that's cool, man.
What about
Good.
Peter Cottontail?
There's Christian symbolism. In Christianity, because what they did is they took all those things and they were like, "We'll just make it ours."
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was like it wasn't that they
It
were
represents
stealing
Jesus' resurrection.
It's that they were.
Resurrection.
Resurrection. Oh, fuck. Now we're getting to
That's an Easter special.
Oh, that's an Easter egg.
That's an Easter egg special. That's so funny. The hard shell is a sealed tomb. The cracking symbolizes his rising from the dead. The tradition of decorating the eggs becomes especially popular in Orthodox Christianity, where eggs are painted red to symbolize the blood of Christ.
Damn, that's period blood. Those are like miscarriages.
Oh yeah, that's not what I said to my therapist. I was like, I don't know, commercialism, and then she's like, okay.
Yeah, it's probably solid to say commercialism.
Do you
That-
Easter egg hunt?
When I was a kid, yeah. Now the kids are Easter, like they got like Easter baskets today and shit. That's interesting though. Fertility, that like the end of winter, because winters were so fucking bad back in the day. You know, everyone would die and starve, and then finally when there was like fruit, everyone was like, "Oh shit, fuck yeah."
Does your family do a golden egg?
There's a golden egg. No,
My family
doesn't
did,
really like
yeah.
Chinese food.
A golden egg.
That's like
funny.
a restaurant.
I get it.
Is that like with money in it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's one special egg that had like $20 in it. Or
Yeah, I
something.
think there was some vague thing like that. It was never, for me, it was about the number of eggs, not really what I got. I wanted to find the most eggs, you know?
For me, it was about getting the right eggs because I was really good at finding the small eggs, but nobody wants small because the small eggs are one of three things: full of confetti, full of the small candy, or like a boiled egg.
Yeah.
Who wants a boiled egg? You gotta
Boiled
find the
eggs
big
are
ones.
fire, though.
The big ones had small soldiers in them. The big ones had $20 bills.
They're
The
probably
big
harder
ones-
to hide, the big ones.
No, because they're bright and vibrant and like that big. They're easier to find.
Exactly.
But all the big
Yeah.
kids were faster. And I was a very short and small child growing up. I didn't hit my growth spurt till like junior year. Like, we've talked about this before, and you can verify. You find my old yearbooks. I was always the kid that held the placard because I was always the shortest one in class.
The who?
Like when you take a class photo.
Oh, yes.
It's so funny. I like when things sound offensive when they're not.
What
I
placard?
used to hold a placard.
I used to hold a placard.
Instead of a dunce hat, it was like a badge, like shortest in class.
Because you were snippy with people all the time.
That's funny.
Well, it's Snippy is like the...
Like being short.
Like being short with someone.
I thought it was a character on Microsoft Word.
That's Clippy.
Snippy? He's like, what do you want?
What? Snippy is the...
They're like-
helps you out with abortions.
They're reading the clips. They're reading like the script, but they're like sassy. But they're like, "Do you need assistance?"
Yeah. Let me guess. You need help again.
you know, you
Can't figure it out. Can't figure it out.
Dumb?
You can't spell or what? You can't spell? None of the words are correct? Do you spell good?
Sometimes I was almost in the national spelling bee. I was this close.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I failed in the second round. I couldn't remember how many R's were in governor.
Governor.
Well, that's how you have to say it to remember how it's spelled.
Couldn't figure out how many R's are in governor.
Governor. Governor. I put an extra ER in there. I put like 2 ERs.
It's like when Patrice O'Neill spelled banana. Have you seen that on his special?
No.
He's like, if somebody asked me to spell banana right now, he's like, if someone put a gun to my mom's head, it was like, spell banana. He'd be like, he's like, I love you, Mom. Just know that I love you. He's like, the one he did is like, spell restaurant.
Restaurant, yeah, I see that
spell
one.
restaurant. Yeah. But he's like, he tries to spell banana. He's like, B-A-N-N-A, and then A. And then he just keeps going.
Can you spell restaurant?
Oh, dude. I don't think I can, dude. Honestly, I fuck up every time. Every time. I can't spell at all.
I think it's Resturuant. Can you check?
Restaurant.
Hey Siri, how do you spell restaurant?
That's a whole forest burnt down.
Ah, I got it wrong.
Yeah, I got it wrong. Oh yeah, spelling's so funny.
It's hard. Yeah, let me try to spell. I'll try to spell. Okay, okay. R-E-S-T. This is how I always spell. I'm just spell how I always spell, and then I get corrected. R-U-A-N-T. Restaurant.
That's how it should be spelled.
That's how it sounds.
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
Oh, restaurant.
We got a restaurant?
R-E-S-T. It's R-E-S-T.
R-E-S-E.
R-E-S-T. I don't know the rest. It's funny because I don't. It's called a restaurant. I only know how to spell rest, and I don't know the rest.
I spell the rest wrong.
Yeah. I don't even like my aunt.
R-E-S-T-A-U-R-A-N-T.
Restaurant.
A-U-R. Fucking French people, dude. A restaurant.
Restaurant.
That's
How do you spell it?
I think that was correct. R-E-S-T-A-U-R-A-N-T.
Restaurant.
I mean, I didn't remember. That's what Siri said.
Oh, okay.
Remember that, Siri?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm terrible at spelling. I'm hard at talk. I'm bad at talking in general. Like reading people's names at like open mics when I host is so hard. Getting people's names right when I introduce them at shows is the worst.
No, yeah, that's like one of the things I dread. I've thought about asking certain mics to host. I get so stuck on people's names.
Yeah.
And I have ADHD and OCD, so it'll distract me and I will like stay on it till I get it right.
Yeah. Yeah, I get the opposite. I get mad at them because I got their name wrong. I'm like, well, fucking get over here, Scott, whatever I fucking said
Jeffrey
your name
with the G, go fuck yourself.
Get over here. You know what I'm talking about. Like, why are you making me feel bad? But people care about their names. I remember a lot of times when I first started stand-up, everyone would be like, call me like Mario Hernandez or Mario Sanchez. And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
It's me.
You know?
Jeff.
Mario Lopez, that was a classic one. So fucking
Classic.
gay. Hated that one, dude.
What is your last name?
Rodriguez.
I couldn't remember.
That's crazy.
Spell that. Can you spell that?
R-O-D-R-I-G-U-E-Z.
Boom. That was good.
I always spell your name wrong.
Fuck. You spell it.
It just says wrong.
Yeah. It's spelled W-O-R. Wait.
Mario wrong.
W-O.
Wario.
Well, you only spell it L-O-V-E-R. You're like, what? This keeps coming out wrong.
What's happening?
What's happening?
I keep typing what I don't know.
Dude, does that happen a lot to you? I did that yesterday. I was like, someone was talking to me, but I was texting and I started writing what they were saying.
Yeah, because you're thinking about what they're saying.
But I was not listening to either one. But I was oh, dude, so weird.
Yeah, it's some weird.
Take the shirt off.
Take your shirt off, bro.
I mean, I can't see anything.
My head hurts.
There's a T for that.
I'm also sick.
There's a T for that.
And I can't sleep.
Aw. Well, there's a T for that.
Where are you finding all these teas?
Legacy Teas and Spices, of course.
What if I just want black tea?
They have that.
What if I get tired of regular tea?
Well, you're in luck. Legacy has a wide array of blended teas and flavors, including favorites like Peach Lavender Rose, Passion Fruit Hibiscus, and the all-time bestseller, Vanilla Lemongrass. Here, see for yourself.
Wow, I can't wait to try it.
Make sure to go to legacyteasandspices.com and use coupon code RYAN20 for 20% off. 420, bow, 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 bow.
Yeah, dude.
420, 69.
How long have you been smoking weed?
I want to say since I was 17. I was pretty late to it.
Yeah.
I kind of started like through my brother.
Mm-hmm.
My brother's friends are kind of nerds. I say respectfully.
Respectfully. Nerds are cool. They run the government.
Like they wouldn't do like kickbacks. Like we knew kids in high school, like they'd go to kickbacks. Like my brothers would like go out and interact in all the normal high school ways. But like when they were adults, their friends didn't do kickbacks. Their friends did like categories while getting high and drinking Japanese wine.
That's cool.
It was pretty tight. It was fun.
Yeah.
So like that's how I was introduced to alcohol and weed was like through these guys, and it was never normal stuff. It was always like blueberry ale or like peanut butter brandy.
Right. That's crazy.
It was fun.
Yeah, that's cool. What's categories?
Categories is so everyone's given a sheet, a list, and then each round someone throws out a topic, and you have to think of as many words as possible that relate to that topic. So, like, if they say animal, then you put dog, rhino, hippopotamus. I almost said Hieronymus. I got rhino mixed up.
Yeah.
And then you would tally how many you got. But you'd have to subtract any name that is on someone else's list. So if two people said dog, then dog is no longer accepted as a point.
Oh, okay. So you have to try and be as random as possible, kind of?
Yeah. And I think you also get points for you get points per letter. So big words count.
Okay.
Velociraptor.
Yeah. Wait,
you have to spell it, though.
Is
You have
that
to spell it right?
That's it. Yeah, if you misspell it,
that game is I'll never play.
Restaurant.
That's crazy.
No, that's cool. I get that. That's fun. That could be fun. Yeah.
I got that. They introduced me to a game called Cranium. No, not Cranium. Quelf, but it was made by the people that made Cranium. Have you played Cranium?
No.
Quelf sounds like it smells.
So Cranium,
smelling game.
It's all contextual. So Cranium is like a at-home trivia style game, like random trivia, like school trivia, like math and geography and stuff. Quelf is like the weird version of that. To be honest, I heavily recommend if you play Quelf that it's good to play after getting high or drunk, because it's like a very improv-y game. If I remember, green games were trivia questions that someone else would ask you. Red was like a scene that someone had to act out. Purple was a character purple was an activity someone had to do, like you have 30 seconds to find a spoon and balance it on your nose for at least 10 seconds.
Find a spoon. Yeah, that's the thing about Cranium games. They make you like do things. It's like
they assume you have a spoon.
Blues were like characters. It was
not
like
made for homeless people.
It was like a Nickelodeon. It was like what's that Nickelodeon game? The slime game, the old game show.
Figure it out.
Yeah, it was like Figure It Out combined with like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh, I love Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, Whose Line's cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, God.
Oh, but yeah, I started smoking weed at 17.
That's what I asked him.
Hell yeah.
You weren't here.
I wasn't.
When did you start smoking?
When I was like 18 years old.
Nice.
Ha!
It was legal.
I did before Josh.
Yeah. I waited until it was like when everyone graduated. All my friends graduated, and I was like, "Let's fucking celebrate!"
Yeah. And then you're like,
yeah, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm home."
Yeah. That is what like drugs feel like when you do it for the first time. Like, I can do this all the time.
Yeah. and I did.
I can do it. I still do.
Yeah. I haven't looked back since.
Yeah. Right. You That's So Raven.
You're dressed as Raven Baxter, and you're like,
That's cool. Yeah. I didn't really start smoking weed till I was like 17 too. Like I smoked weed when I was like 13 once, and then I never did again. And then I started smoking.
And then I did it again.
And then I did it again. And then I did it again.
There's some kids that like hardcore did marijuana.
Yeah, dude.
Like I know
There's
this
kids
kid.
that do cocaine.
Dude, I know this kid who, when like wax was becoming a thing, he mixed he made like weed tea, and then he mixed it with like gelatin.
Yeah.
To make like roll-ups, like fruit roll-ups,
Ooh,
and then he
cool.
was selling them, but then he almost got caught selling them. So what he did was he crumpled them into little they look like raisins. He put them in a bag of raisins and he walked around eating them all day in front of everybody. It's
Damn,
crazy.
Baller.
Crazy.
That shit was crazy, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been very into edibles or shit. You know what I mean? Making food and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
if
too
I
autistic for edibles. I can't get past how awful they taste.
Yeah, they taste fine. And remember, do you remember you've been smoking a long time? So remember the first edibles that was just white chocolate bar?
yeah.
Or there was a Lucky Charms.
There was. It was pretty much everything instantly.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's literally just
I rem-
melted, put weed in it, and then
Yeah,
let it.
I remember there being hot Cheetos, and those were crazy.
Yeah.
I was but traditionally it's always cookies and brownies and stuff you could bake.
I remember
into.
I don't
I knew
remember the
that
Hot
Rice
Cheetos came
Krispies.
once they started doing bag stuff. That was
branded things. I was like, wow, we're getting
over.
crazy.
Yeah, it was over.
Yeah, I can't eat too many edibles. It makes me want to quelf.
Makes you want to break out
It
in
hurts my
improv.
cranium, dude.
It hurts my cranium.
It hurts my cranium. I can't. I feel so quelf.
I feel so categories. Full circle.
Life.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Monopoly. We run out of ones that make
Just start
sense.
saying it. Scrabble.
Pictionary. Well, no. How long have we been going?
We're like 35 minutes.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah. No, but we've come a long way with marijuana. It's come a long, long way. I just did a show yesterday at a weed store, and it looked like a fucking a Disneyland gift shop. There's a
those old ones that used to be at the mall.
No, yeah, kind of like that.
Or
There's
at
they had
Disneyland.
big old. It just looked like a theme park,
Oh yeah.
And it's
They're very Apple Store these days.
yeah, and it's good, I guess. I don't know how I
I
feel
like when
about
they're
it.
cafes, because then you have the option of eating brownies that don't have weed in them, like cafe brownies.
I've never been to a.
I've only been one, where they serve food and stuff.
Oh, wow, I've never been there.
There was one place that used to run a mic. It wasn't a dispensary, but it was weed friendly. I believe it was called Holy Grounds.
Oh, cool.
It was a cafe that was out of some dude's house. He lived in a house and then he built a commercial property because it reached commercial street.
Yeah.
And so he ran not a delicatessen, but a sort of cafe out there.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Pretty nice. They
Yeah,
had
that's cool.
What's
I
that
like
one sandwich?
a Reuben.
No, sounds Italian. Not a Monte Cristo. It's cheese, olive oil, tomato, basil. It's a huge
Caprese?
slice. Caprese sandwiches.
Nice.
They're very good.
Nice. Hell yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, I don't even remember. But yeah, weed stores is cool. Oh yeah. That's all. My dad always talks about that, of being he wants to have he's like, why isn't there more coffee shops with weed? Why can't you get weed and coffee in the same spot? Because in Europe, that's pretty much the way it is.
Is it? That's cool.
Yeah, you can get hash and shit and coffee or whatever. I don't know. I've never been to Europe. I never want to go. But I hear it's like that.
You could buy a beer at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Europe sucks, all right? I like my healthcare bad. I actually like my healthcare bad, and having to drive everywhere is cool. If you ask me. It's actually cool.
Yeah, I
Like,
hate efficient train
I
systems.
hate efficient
That
train
is a
systems.
funny comparison.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever fought with British people on the internet.
Only
They hate when you mock their food. I always think it's
Yeah.
funny. They're like, "Why is your bread so sweet?" And it's like, "Why are you drinking beer at McDonald's?"
right.
I mean,
right.
that's not even their crazy shit. Like they eat weird, like the jacket potato with beans and cheese and tuna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
insane.
the tuna is what's weird to me.
I love
It's
tuna,
so funny.
though,
Some
but-
dude was like, "Oh, you're making fun of us for eating jacket potatoes. What about your spackle on wood, whatever?" And then it's like this old fucking 40s recipe, a fucking struggle meal during the Depression.
Yeah.
It was like canned like spam or what? Not even spam. It was like canned cured meat, and you just like smeared it on dry ass bread made from like wheat with no
Yeah.
risening agent.
Yeah. Flatbread type thing.
Yeah, and they were like,
Yeah.
apparently this is a delicacy in America. I'm like, nobody's eaten that
I've
in like
never even
80
heard of it.
years.
Yeah, you're a Big Mac, you fucking loser.
Because you
You're
have because
dumb.
you guys eat all of our food. There's
Yeah.
Taco Bells and
Of
McDonald's
course,
and shit.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
The fucking Yeah.
If we make one thing good here, it's food. Because we have all of the cultures.
yeah. I mean, America only makes two things: food and weapons. That's
And
it. And what? Say it.
The
I was gonna
food
say,
gun.
The potato gun.
That's funny. I was gonna
Yeah.
say Goodfellas.
Oh yes,
That's pretty good.
they're like movies and stuff.
I found out that the guy that made Goodfellas, his wife made the guy that wrote the book. Doesn't matter. The guy, his wife made a comedy version. It's the same exact story, but told from a different like perspective. And it starred Steve Martin instead of
That's funny.
what's that guy's name? Ray something. The guy
Ray
that-
Ray
Liotta.
Liotta.
Ray Liotta.
Damn.
That's funny. It's
I
like you think funny how. And it's like it is.
And then
he's a clown.
it's Steve Martin with like the arrow through his head, like funny how. Everyone else is Muppets.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like they made a comedy version. It's like the same movie, but everyone's clowns.
I'm just imagining that scene in Goodfellas when he's like, it's zooming in and it's playing what the band's name? The ones that did Paint It Black.
AC/DC.
No, Paint It Black.
Run DMC.
Messing with me.
Metallica.
There's that old British
Black
Mick Jagger's
Sabbath.
in it. You don't know Mick Jagger's band? I mean, I don't either. But what's the name of the band?
Is that the Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stones?
They did Paint It Black.
I can't remember what I was talking
No,
about.
that song
though.
is by.
Something about the Muppets.
Oh yeah, it is. It is the Rolling Stones. For some reason, I thought it was.
Someone should make like
AC/DC.
dramatic
No, not AC/DC.
parodies, but it's the Muppets.
Yeah.
I think the closest we've gotten is the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Parodying Muppets.
Like Muppets do parody movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
the
parody
one I
movies
want to see is Phantom of the Opera
by the Muppets.
by the Muppets. I want the
They made that already?
I want the Phantom. No, I want him to make it.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Phantom
yeah.
should be Gonzo. The diva should be Miss Piggy.
I think they have at Disneyland when they used
they
to
have
be
like
there.
a sticker.
I think they had like either a trailer or they had posters.
Yeah, when they had the Muppets ride, there was like paintings of like movies
and I think
they did.
Gonzo was the Phantom.
But I think they should make that movie for real, and the main actress should be a chicken
That's funny.
because Gonzo he's in love with the chickens, all of them.
Which is pretty weird now that I think about that.
He's an alien. Don't judge him.
Yeah, it's true.
Chickens are cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love chicken. That's all I eat.
Bok, bok.
Racist.
Against myself. Yeah, it would be cool if they did crazier movies too, like The Matrix or like fucking something nuts.
Interstellar.
Have you seen their
Something
like?
sad, something like Titanic.
Yeah, Schindler's List.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
I could have got more out. You know.
Yeah, boy in the striped pajamas. Muppets.
crazy.
Awful.
Yeah.
What other dramas? Rosebud.
Fucking Pulp Fiction.
That'd be cool.
Who would be Jules and who would be Vince?
You expect us to name puppets right now?
I don't know.
You don't know the Muppets?
I don't know the Muppets.
There's Kermit,
I know there's Kermit.
Fozzie
We know
Bear,
Kermit, Piggy, Monster.
Gonzo. See,
Animal.
you knew him.
Animal.
You knew him.
Animal, Miss
That'd
Piggy.
be funny. Animal is Jules.
Is fucking Samuel L. Jackson's character?
What's the line? Righteous.
He's just saying a bunch of shit.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
No, it'd have to be like, who's a duo in the Muppets?
Gonzo and the Rat usually team up in the movies.
They'd probably be good. They'd probably be good for comedy reasons. There's also Beaker and the bald science dude. I don't know his name.
True.
I like Beaker.
Beaker's
cool.
Yeah.
Beaker would be the guy that gets his head shut off.
Oh, you're probably right.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I knew more Muppets things.
Did you see the Muppet? They came out with like 3 projects after a while. They did a new movie with Jason Segel, which I found out he wrote.
He writes movies.
And what led to that was the puppet goth
A neglected
opera.
childhood.
No, so probably. So he's friends with Judd Apatow, and they were doing the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And
he wrote that
he wrote
song.
that puppet. He wrote the puppet parts, like the music and everything.
That shit was hard.
He wrote a
dude.
whole play and he brought it to Judd Apatow, and Judd Apatow pushed him to like pursue it, and then so he rewrote a different script, and that became the Muppet movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, the vampire song.
Yeah.
And I love that movie. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. That was a good movie.
They said
Good
that he
movie.
said that happened to him in real life. That he actually got broken up with naked.
Yeah, that was like the whole movie's premise.
Yeah, that's like a- yeah.
That's so funny.
That's like a real thing that happened to him.
Yeah, dude, be naked sucks, dude.
You sound like you just ate the apple in the Garden of Eden.
Ah, dude. This
I'm
shit's
naked.
crazy. Oh,
Why am I naked right now?
This sucks.
It sucks. I have to sit on this stuff.
Oh, that's so funny. Just like imagining them before that being like deity-like or like graceful.
Yeah, yeah.
And then eating them, and then it makes them all like this.
They're like, oh,
And
fuck.
they go, what's happening?
terrible.
Yeah. That is funny. To like instantly have bad posture, you know? Instantly be like you're protecting yourself.
They're suddenly like dirty.
Oh my god!
Your nose are giving
Everything can kill me. My penis.
Start getting bit by mosquitoes.
Yeah, right. How do I sit down on my fucking butthole?
It's like when you start thinking about walking and now you can't remember how.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's so funny.
That would be scary.
I wonder how long it took.
To close?
No, till they like bit the apple.
Couple days.
It took 48 hours. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Imagine like it being so quick.
Yeah.
Like it happens instantly.
They're like,
Like we didn't even get to enjoy anything.
I told you even when we got here.
Yeah, or was it like years?
I don't know.
Well, first off, it didn't happen.
You don't know that. Prove it.
That's true.
On Easter?
I can't even prove I know.
On Easter?
On Hitler's birthday,
On
Mario?
Hitler's birthday?
Of all people,
I was
he
so
loved God. No.
No, I don't think it happened either. But
No, right.
the logic line, though.
The logic line, I would imagine it happened faster than later. They're hungry. They're people.
Yeah, but there's food everywhere. It's
They're
an
gonna eat
abundant.
everywhere. They just weren't supposed to eat that apple.
There's
Also-
other food.
Yeah, they can do
Also-
whatever they want.
Nobody knows if it was an apple.
And the
Like it's
original
not
lore,
in
it's
the
a
book if it's an apple.
It's a
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is that why it's so hard to eat them now?
I think it just is actually called like a fruit. Like
Yeah, it's
apple is just mint
indiscriminate
fruit.
fruit.
Yeah,
Pomegranate's funny though, because it's like, okay, I mean, they kind of earned it getting that shit open. You ever try to open a pomegranate?
They like bite it and they're like,
Ridiculous.
Fuck, I'm naked.
things can suck.
yeah.
That's how it works.
This is filled with
He's
seeds.
experiencing a bad thing for the first time.
This is terrible.
This is awful.
I mean, there's some
Oh,
good
man,
in
and I'm
here. I guess
naked.
there's a little bit of good in this evil.
And it's my birthday.
Well, at least I'm not wearing any clothes to stain this. Wait, what?
And they immediately rip the skin off of an animal.
Yeah.
To cover themselves. I'm scared.
I'm scared. I'm cold. I'm scared. I'm hungry.
Everything sucks. God's mad at me.
Are you mad at me, God? God, are you mad?
Oh God, so funny.
That's the title of the episode.
God, are you mad?
God,
No,
are you mad?
God, it's me, Mario.
I feel like now that you say it like that there's other food, I feel like it's like after years of being in there, they had to get bored as fuck.
They had to get bored, right?
Yeah, that had to be a long time. Because if you tell me don't eat that, you can have everything else. I'll be like, I won't eat that, you know? But,
Yeah, easy call.
I don't want to do that.
I've tried every other fruit.
Yeah, but
I've tried every animal and fruit now.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I haven't had.
It starts the Green Goblin masking you.
Attack, it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's my favorite Spider-Man.
That would be so scary. Just like having a forbidden fruit. That's terrifying. Have you ever seen Year One?
I have.
No, I know the
It
concept.
comes and goes. It hit and miss.
I think it's great. I think it's great all the way through.
Michael Cera's transformation from it's crazy how different his hair is at the end because of everything that happened.
Yeah. But there's like a lot of biblical references. Oh God, vacuums. There's a lot of biblical references that are hilarious, like Cain and Abel,
Oh, that's
and the tree of like the forbidden fruit thing is so funny. They're like in this tribe. They're like cavemen in a tribe, and then they like there's a forbidden like place they can't go past, and there's a forbidden fruit, and they like convince themselves to eat it, and they bite that shit. Hit Michael Cera and Jack Black, and then they come back to the tribe, and then they're like they basically get kicked out. But what's his name? Bill Hader. He's playing like this tribe.
He was a witch doctor.
Yeah, and he's like all like in this crazy garb, and he's like, "You can't eat the fruit, man. That's the one thing you can't do. The one rule is don't eat the fruit. You have
on
to."
that one.
Yeah,
So funny. I didn't even realize the first time I watched that movie like 3 times before I realized that was Bill Hader. That's how heavy his makeup is.
I know. They said that he was doing a bunch of crazy voices for it. And
Oh,
that,
yeah,
like, he was just talking normal one time, and they were like, "Try it like that."
Yeah.
And that ended up being the one that
he's just a normal voice guy. That's hilarious.
I'm sure he was doing like the 90s like Native American voice. Like
Yeah. The cool ass voice.
Dave, what's his name? David Cross's Kane was funny.
that Cain and Abel. That's why that's why I get that thing where I'm like, I didn't. When I did, anytime I do that, that's from that, because like he kills his brother Cain and Abel, and then like later on, his dad questions him about it, and he's like, do you know where your brother is? He's like, no. He's like, or I can't remember what he. Does he say? Did you kill him, or did you something?
No,
he was like,
he's just. At first, he's just suspicious.
there's just this part where he's
But
like,
there's a part where I mean, this isn't the part you're talking about. There's a part later on where someone's like, "Oh wow, what happened to your forehead?" And he's like, he was smiling, and then he goes, "I didn't kill my brother."
yeah, I didn't. That's when he does that, and he's like, I didn't, and that shit was so fucking funny to me. The other part is they go on like a cart ride, and they're like, oh, they're all terrified.
because
They've never been on
experienced
a
carts before.
Yeah.
It's going like,
And they like
a mile an hour.
They throw up, or one of them throws. It's going all slow.
That's funny.
That stuff's crazy. I wonder if did that actually happen? Like,
What?
like the first people to like roll at all? Were they like, did they get motion sickness? Because
man, I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like horse riding existed before that, so probably not.
What about that? Like the first person to like tame an animal? Yeah. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who the hell did that?
Do you think it took time, or do you think someone
Oh.
was just like, "Fuck it, this is taking too long," and jumped on a horse?
Someone had to be on some acid or mushrooms or
Yeah.
something.
Well, I
to
mean-
be like and have a bond with the horse. You know.
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
what they say about horses. Horses like bond with people.
Yeah.
You know, they can like track your heart rate and shit. And,
There's
you know.
some
Plot of Avatar.
there's some Native American lore about like the Comanche. Were they the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
who first like stole horses?
Yeah, they became
they're,
master
like,
of horses.
Yeah,
yeah.
and not just that. Like, there's like this like like you can find stories about it, about how the guy who like stole it like connected with the horse and
Yeah.
was like, the horse was like, oh yeah, like we're boys.
Yeah. Good
Boys
Mr.
are
Hands.
like
Mr. Hands. That guy was known as Mr. Hands.
Oh god, crazy.
And that guy later became. Feel old yet?
Oh god, that's crazy.
Can I get a time check? Sorry.
We're at 26 on this, so we're like at 40 something. Oh, you mean like the actual time?
Yeah.
136.
Time
Fuck.
thing. We gotta wrap. We have enough material.
No, yeah, we have enough for this episode. I need to do the drawing thing. I don't think we'll have time for that. I gotta get going.
All right. We'll just wrap
But,
this.
Yeah. Well, this has been great. This has been fun. It's very much more relaxed than normal. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me, brother.
This week we'll be doing another game session, so if you want to check that out, you gotta go join the Patreon. But for now, have a good. Well, Easter would have passed by now.
Do you have anything to promote?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But
Idiots United, forever and ever and ever. That's pretty much it, man.
oh yeah. So join me the next week when we find I'm looking for new friends. That's the theme
Yeah,
of the
my
show.
friends suck. My friends fucking suck. I need new ones.
No,
I'll
that's
see you
it.
later.
Oh, yeah, explain what.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Reydars. I'm on the search for new friends.
Oh, right. Oh, hell yeah.
We got a new buddy.
Hell yeah. All right.